Hey everybody, welcome back to Game of Thrones. Last episode, we went ahead and actually managed to clean up our lands a little bit here. So we ended up landing a couple people last episode, giving some nobility and stuff to some people here. I always go to that when I need to actually just click on them. So this is Sir Edom of Sweetmont of House Whitestone. Now we have changed his dynasty banner and his house a little bit. I've kind of given him something like a little stone on a stone castle on a mountain kind of thing. House. Oh, that's not the actual right house name. As you can see, it's Whitestone, House Whitestone. There's in loyalty strength. The in loyalty strength thing kind of just went off of a chat GTP kind of giving me some kind of a list, and I kind of like that one the most. So we went with that one. And then for our bastard branch here, excuse me, our bastard branch here, we went with House Ryden, which was a comment left by Remus. Gave me a good little idea for that. The sword between the sun and the moon, you know, and I do actually really like the idea that you had in that video, or in that comment, I should say. With it being kind of like the sun being the main house, the moon being the second house, kind of like how we were with House Timberland, since they are the head dynasty house, which there's only 4 living members in this house. They don't really have that much strength anymore. You know, I really would like to keep them alive. They don't have a lot going on for them. It looks like they're actually going to die out here. That's an illegitimate bastard of my dynasty. Can I make him legitimate? I don't want him. I don't want this house to die out. I don't think I can, because it's not part of my dynasty. They're my dynasty, but not my dynasty. You know, I can't legitimize him. Even though I am house head, but I'm not house head of House Varyn. I'm house head of House Varynden. So, oh man, that sucks. They're gonna lose out on. All the women in this family are too old, and he's a bastard, which really sucks. That really sucks, because that means that these guys are going to fall out of House Varyn is going to completely disappear off the face, which I really didn't want to happen. I actually do want this family to survive here, but I don't think that's going to happen. They're going to die off, and I'm not going to be able to do anything about it. 4 members, 2 members in House Ryden, and 47 in House Varynden. 2 bastard branches absolutely smashing the founding house. The 2 members here, of course, are Halbert Ryden, which my grandnephew, which has a massive hatred to me because of my tyrancy, of course. Nice, of course. My tyranny, not tyrancy, my tyrannies killed me there. He loves me because of all these things. Holy crap. Received county +2 is +80, while my tyranny goes down. But yeah, it looks like House Varyn's actually going to fall off the map. We don't have any options here to save them. Let's see here real quick. So the last one that would be able to actually have any kind of say in this house would be an illegitimate bastard. Of who? Mistress Maria? No. That's House Varynden. Lord Arthur. Lord Arthur? No, Lord Arthur was my grandson. Michael Varyn right here. My second cousin once removed. He's an illegitimate bastard of... Oh. Kayla Varyn, she slept outside of her marriage to Lord Arthur, even though Lord Arthur's doing the same thing. So this bastard here, which I can't legitimize, which sucks. Really sucks that I can't legitimize him. What if I arranged a marriage with one of my granddaughters? Children will be born into House Varyn, but would they be born into my family, or would they be born into his into the House Varyn side of the family? Who's this? Lady Sarah Varynden. Do I have somebody else that's not that age? Do I even have to marry him into my family? Can I marry him into a different family? I don't want one of my direct descendants. My great-granddaughter already, jeez. I could just marry him to one of my courtiers. Like Betharios White Crane here. She's intelligent, which would be nice. She was already married to one of the Varyndens, but got ripped out of that marriage, so this would work. She's 21, he's 16, they can have kids. Would this potentially be born into House Varyn, or will they make another bastard branch? Because they probably make another bastard branch. If they make another bastard branch, so be it. I want this bastard in the family. I don't think he should be outed of the family just because his mother gave birth to him after my son died. Yeah, that's obviously what happened there. Yep. Gave birth to him after my son died. She ended up having a lover, which probably doesn't show up, right? No. Wonder who his father is. I don't know if there's any way to tell. Maybe if I could find a secret of him, or maybe find secrets of her, I could find out, but I don't really care enough to do that right now. Anyway, we need to clean up a little bit more. We've got 3 houses here, especially the Rothrings, or Rothlings, the Chitterings, or yeah, whatever, something like that. These guys are okay. The Trueries, they're not terrible. They're only +4, or -4, which I think we could make this one work. But we do need to get rid of these 2 houses, and you know, give these 2 lands to people that, you know, I trust. Maybe giving this Sweetmont, also giving them Chance Door. But anyway, let's take a look at this war here, because I'd like to go to war with our liege, and I can't do that right now. He's gonna lose this war 100%. But if he loses the war, it's a Liberty War. And a Liberty War would split. Let's see, hold on. Factions. Oh, I got a faction against me. Liberty faction. Lower crown authority, but members otherwise loyal to the realm. So if this lowers the crown authority, which it will, he has almost no army. He has an ally to Hayford, which has 4,300 men. I have about 15,000 men that I can call on. That being said, if I were to call on my 15,000 men, he will call on this 5,000 men. He has a total of maybe 5,000 men, roughly. So if he calls on those men and I call on my men, I could potentially go for an independence war against him. I mean, I'm actually really a good-sized duchy here. I have 3 duchies under me. I think that Lord Arthur here, or Mr. Longshanks, he's most likely on his way out of wanting to go to war. I think that if he were to go to war one more time, he's already expanded to 2 more duchies in his lifetime. If he goes to war, it will be against the Stormlands. So I don't know if everyone here will be on my side, or if I'll have, you know, to go up against Tarth and the other houses. But yeah, I might need to go for some alliances before we make that move, because there's some pretty big soldier, you know, military in some of these lands here, and they're gonna be pretty fiercely loyal to him. So I'd like to go to war, but I may need some strength before we do. And all my kids are pretty much older and married. My daughter-in-law is pregnant, which is good. We do have an alliance with the Valerians, which is very nice. Let me go back to me. We have an alliance with my families. My two families are Bastard Branch, which is also my family. Sir Alex through marriage for Holhorn, Driftmark, and then of course our family again in Faring's Cross. But we do need to make an alliance with Sweetmont here, which I think I should be able to make an alliance with him. Potentially. Maybe not. I thought I might be able to make an alliance with him, but I don't see that being a thing. I can make him pay me gold, but I already got 1,000 gold. I don't need to do that. He was a peasant leader at one point, which I didn't realize when I made him, you know, noble, but nonetheless, that doesn't really matter. He's got 600 men. I'd like to get an alliance with him, but I can't do alliances unless I were to marry him. I've married him to Lady Theresa of Sweetmont. So we actually should already have an alliance. We do. I don't know why I couldn't see that. So Faunchview is allied to him, which they're allied to me. No, they're not. Why do you not want an alliance? I can't do anything with that. Maybe I can become friends with you. You are my cousin. I'd like to become friends. Let's sway him. I'd like to keep my family liking me a little bit. We do have a plague. Plague is still over here. It's going away. I think what we'll go ahead and do then is I think we're gonna try to get a claim on House Fell has no alliances. Peaseberry has no alliances. Stackfield has an alliance with... Oh no, they're just at war. And they're at war. So these two are out of the war. They're not at war. Peaseberry's small. They're only 4,200 men. And House Fell is 6,600 men. But to be honest, all I want to do with this is take Timberland. So if I were to go to war with these guys, I literally would just be going to war to get Peaseberry. So I think that's what we're going to do. We are going to take a claim on Timberland. Because this is my homeland. Not this guy's homeland, not Arthur's homeland, but my dynasty's homeland, and I want that land back. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. Make sure everybody in here likes me. Everybody's 100 plus, except for the Chancellor and my Castellan, but that's fine. Let's go ahead and 3-speed. We're up to almost 2 in our ruler, or like our legitimacy. Betherios and my brother McMichael will be joined in holy matrimony. So that should hopefully help me with that. After inheriting my title, it is clear that I can no longer remain a squire in order to meet the demands of social pressure. I humbly request to grant my knighthood immediately. Lord Arthur of Wisewood. Very well. Where is Wisewood? Right here. So that he now becomes... Okay, click on it, please. There we go. He now becomes a knight. Perfect. And he is married to Lady Victoria of Stokeworth. A shadow over Stone Dance. I shall keep an eye out. All right, pause it real quick. Did I just see that correctly? Who just died? I just got a pop-up. That's somebody. I need to fix this again. People just keep dying here. I could have swore I just saw somebody die. I'll ransom you for 100 gold. Who are you? House Bean. 100 gold, though. Alright, so I got a Liberty faction. We got 1,000 gold. Let's go ahead and enter seclusion and isolate the capital. Yeah, we'll do both of those. I don't want to, where's this plague? Is it spread? Okay, it's spread into... Is this Stormlander Pox? Which one is this? Dragonstone Boils. So it's from Dragonstone, even though it's not in... It didn't start there. Okay. But it's a spotted fever, so we just got to be careful. I just got to make sure that this guy, he's got liver pox. Their child will probably have liver pox. If she's even able to have kids, she should be able to. They both have liver pox now because he gave it to her. So let's hope the children don't have liver pox. But I'd like to actually maybe look for a master blacksmith. Hire a blacksmith, 300. Long has the knowledge of how to rework Valyrian steel been lost, however, it is said the master smiths of Cawdor can still work the steel. But the problem is I don't particularly have a way of doing... Like, I'd like to create some things. I think it's time that we have some artifacts. The problem is I don't know if doing this is worth it. I mean, capable of forging Valyrian steel. Sure. I mean, I can hire somebody, sure. Can we find somebody, though? That's the question. We didn't. Okay, this is, oh, this is the king. Alright, he sent me a poem. It's truly heartfelt, so gain some opinion of him. If he likes this, 95 of 100. Good, 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 good. I like that. We do not have a court smith yet. We still have not found anybody. Maybe we'll find somebody here in a second. We'll go with 5 speed. Okay, a master smith of Cohor. But Betherios is brought before me. Really? Oh, it's House Mott again. With the assortment of various weapons and trinkets she has forged over the years, the craftsmanship leaves no doubt in my mind that Betherios is what I need. I ask her if familiar with working with Valyrian steels. Yes, my lord, I can work with anything you desire if you have the material, of course. I need a master smith in my court. Gains 300 gold, a 30 opinion, and she can reforge Valyrian steel. But the problem is I don't have Valyrian steel to work with. But I think... Can I maybe find... I can fund an expedition to Valyria. I'm going to lose a lot of gold here, but I could gain a really good artifact by doing this. Or I could just waste 500 gold. I think I'm going to do it. We're going to waste 500 gold. If I get an artifact out of it, I get an artifact. If not, I don't. You know, it's fine. All right. Journey to the Smoking Sea of Valyria spread quickly within the realm. Despite the danger posed by traveling there, a handful of brave souls have answered my call. Maekar, Andro, and Arthur stand before me, each petitioning me to lead the expedition. Maekar seems brave. He will not fail me. All right, let's take a look at Maekar. Maekar is... All right, we got Maekar here. Maekar is 15 prowess, 10 martial. I don't know what you actually need for this, but I'm just going to take a look at everyone. They got a lot. He's got a lot better prowess, and he's got decent prowess. If we go with prowess with this guy, he's got really bad martial, but he's +2 in brave. Let's go with Arthur Slapbridge. He's better across the board. Not so great in stewardship and not so great in intrigue, but honestly, he seems better, and he's brave. So we'll send Arthur to the Smoking Sea. All right, 2 times, which he'll come to me now asking if there's anything specific I want, and I'm actually going to say I want a weapon. Or I could say a dragon egg. But in truth, I want a Valyrian steel sword, and this can get me a Valyrian steel sword. Or he dies and I don't get it at all. So I just wasted 600 gold. Or no, 700 gold. I have 58 gold now. And there's a chance that he dies and I hear nothing back from him. Lord Joffrey is being attacked by Sir Lothar of House Crane. If I side with the enemy of War Revenge, attacker Sir Lothar's side, Lord Joffrey, the Grave Betharian of the Stormlands, I lose 50 opinion with him. Crime, he's allowed to imprison me. He's got multiple wars now, right? And he has 3,300 men. I'm siding with the enemy. I don't want to be friends with him. So we're actually going to war now. All right, let's pause this real quick. What kind of war are we looking at? Oh, this is nobody signed with them. Or nobody sided with them. All right, let's raise my men. And we're just going to march in. This is an army, another army, another army. This is the army we need to kill right here. Wisewood and Blackhaven. They have so many men here in this army. 56%. So we went to war. Where's our other military that they raised? Expedition returns. I hear that Arthur's ship has been sighted. In time, the ship's making a dock. I arrived to congratulate Arthur to safe return, and I spot him being dragged off the ship with his crew. Something clearly went horribly wrong during the journey. But he did get me a famed Valyrian steel sword. Oh my god. Look at this thing. One of the crew members approaches me afterwards and brings me the box that Arthur has set aside for me. I open the box to discover a Valyrian steel sword. It has a +9 in prowess. Men-at-arms maintenance is a -1. Faith hostility advantage is +2. Monthly diplomacy lifestyle experience is +2, and monthly martial lifestyle experience. The sword is discovered during a voyage to Old Valyria. The ancient lands is once ruled by Valyrians. The sword found in the Old Valyria is a rare artifact, a testament to the skill and craftsmanship of a long-gone era. It is a few of the remaining relics of the time where magic and technology were intertwined. The knowledge of this creation has been lost to the ages, and either a stroke of luck or fate that has brought a piece of ancient Valyrian history to the present day. Creator was Lord Arthur, which is true. Current holder is me. And we are going to name this Valyrian Sword Longshanks. After... Oh, not like that. Longshanks. After Arthur Longshanks. Now, don't get me wrong, this can change, but I think that that name kind of fits since it is our nickname as this character. Now, if you have a better name, please leave it down below, but for now, we're going to go with this. So, Longshanks it is, the Valyrian Steel Sword, Longshanks. Now we have a absolute monster of a sword. Oh my god, that is so cool. And it's a famed weapon, so it's red. I think it's illustrious and then red, right? With the famed weapon. I think that's how that goes. I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, anyway, that's so freaking cool. Now, where is the rest of this army that I'm supposed to be a part of? These are just random armies, and to be honest, I want nothing to do with them. My impeccable liege, my hunter captures this stag live, and his grace to majesty remind me of you. Please accept a token of my everlasting friendship. I get a garden stack. Let's do a garden stack. What does that give me? Monthly prestige and stress gain is -5, and I just get courting your guest opinion. We're gonna let it roam. So here's the problem. He's got 20,000 men here. He's got 19,000 men there, 24,000 men there, and 9,600 men here. I don't want to get smashed by this army. But the army that I'm supposed to be with, I don't see. Is that them right here? Amberley? Is that who I'm supposed to be fighting with? No, it's House Crane. Where are they? Where are you? You're way over here. What the hell? War of Revenge? Why did I think you were going to be over here? Where's your men? There they come. All right, so we're just going to move into here. We're going to go sit in the meadows here in Sticky Leaf. We're going to sit there for a little bit. We're just going to 5-speed, have all of our men get here. Okay, they're just going to go straight to... Disease vectors reduced. We shall cull the sheep. This is a problem. I shouldn't have joined this war, to be honest. I thought this was going to be a war here, but then I saw War of Revenge, which means that everyone in here is against me. So I'm just going to walk it back to mine, and we're just going to not be at war. So... yeah, they just ended that war, so I need to disband my army. And they now have 13,000 soldiers. Yeah, this is a problem. I need to get out of this war. How do I get out of this war? This was a big mistake. I shouldn't have joined this. Uh-oh. I mean, we still have more men. He's raising everything he has. He has no people with him, though. But he's going to gain soldiers very quickly. He's 13,000 here, but they're not fully raised. Of 26,000. He's going to smash us. Maybe I do raise my whole army and just be ready to fight. I don't really like... Oh, they're coming to my lands. Okay. Let's raise the whole army. 10,000. They got 13,000. 2 star versus a 3... Or 2 versus a 3. Would I win this fight? Would I win this fight? My counselor died of old age. Hold on. I don't want to push them. I'm not... Yeah, I need to be doing that. I have 60 trebuchets. I might win this war. Or this fight. It says I should probably win. Another ally joins, so we're just gonna go in and fight him. Okay, we do. Battle of Province, the Wineshield. I will handle Sir Garrod. Sir Garrod, go fix this mess. And Sir Garrod, I am the commander here. Let's handle this. I find your lack of faith disturbing. My friend Kyle... Okay, so my friend Sir Kyle died. Oh, wonderful. Alright, we won that fight. Varynden. Varyn of House Varyn. He will be knighted. Sir Kyle was slain during the Battle of Wineshield. My nephew is dead. So my vassal and my grandnephew is now the rulers of Noblewood and Stripe Harbor. So we did win this war, which is good. We won that fight, which helps us, boosts us to 32. We're just... I don't think we even have enough to fight that, so we're just going to go and... We're going to go over here and just siege... Nope, we're not going to siege that. If we fight that, we probably win, right? We're going to try it again. Yeah, let's just... Man, they just continue to run right into our lands. I'm in my land gaining men. Yeah, we're going to win this fight. Yep, that'll give us some more. My dear friend, I have prowled through the documents, both ancient and less of provenance. I finally have enough material for a case of Lordship of Timberland. See it done. Alright, we won that fight. I don't really want the whole Lord Fell, the whole thing of the Fellwood, so I'm not going after that. The High Lordship of the Kingswood. I would just like Timberland, so that's why I did that. Yeah, so there's that. But this episode's going to be a little short. I may be able to add some more onto it in a little bit, but if not, this one's going to be about 30 minutes. I just don't have a lot of time to record for this episode. And I feel like I'm getting a little sick in my throat, and I do have family coming down this weekend. So if this is the only episode for this Friday, Saturday, Sunday kind of section, then that will be it. But hopefully I can get something else out here this weekend. Especially hopefully I don't come down with whatever I've got. I got a little scratchy throat, and I'm hoping that's not going to be something more than just a scratchy throat. I did go to 2 concerts this week, so that could potentially be what this is. But either way, you know, that I'm hoping I'm not getting sick, but this episode is going to be a little shorter. It just kind of comes out of nowhere, but you know, I looked over and saw it was already at 28 minutes. So yeah, this is going to be it. I have to leave it here. Hopefully, yeah, looks like we're going to smash this military. We're going to win this war. He's going to hate me, but then maybe I can go to an independence war here in a little bit and take care of it. But I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys in the next one.